all of this technology is. Beyond me. Uh-oh. Luar is attacking me again. I've really got to go do that boat ride soon and make him stop coming around, you know? Well, you know what? Let's just do a little feigning and get him off, because he was loving me a little more than I was loving him, you know? Alright, so still need one more of those updates, I should say, for the scams a lot. Nice. One more of the updates for the supposed stone in the steps here. Which means ores, as we've determined. And specifically, I don't know if it's only the carbonate. It looks like no, it's the plant loam can also update it. Okay, cool. Good to know. I definitely appreciate having these harvesting tools. It's very nice. So I did get enough now of the harvests from that, but I'm going to go ahead and finish this within my view items before I call back to the hall and deposit all of this into the depots and then make those 10 longswords there. Hopefully somebody will, and certainly somebody will find some use out of these harvests, so. I'm going to do one more node here, and then call back the city. Somebody's offering 60 platinum. That's crazy. 60 platinum for a Grizzly Bulwark Master 1. That seems exorbitant. I think that I've seen Chronos going for around 50 platinum on here. So, well, at 60 platinum that's a significant amount. Alright, there we are. Cleared some room and also Check to see if there was anything I needed. There wasn't. That's okay. Let's see. 10 long swords ought to be made on the forge. So, 10 long sword. Right there. We'll open up the old trade skill window here. I don't know that you'll need it because actually this is going to be an outfitter situation. So it's just going to be these three regardless. And I probably ought to avoid the middle one as much as possible because that reduces the amount of durability in order to increase progress. And you probably want to keep that durability up. Obviously, whenever we need to counter one, then we need to do that, but otherwise, like this will work well. I think I need 5 of these swords. There. 5 forged 10 long swords for Brianna since I lost the original ones. What's interesting is I wonder if I need to stop it at number 3, because that did not seem to update the quest to do the 4th bar here. So I think I may go ahead and stop this after we get to the 3rd bar of it and see if that updates it. That did. So, okay, I've got to stop it on the 3rd bar. Interesting. You know, it's a learning curve sometimes. I have to read more precisely and follow instructions, unless it says stone and needs ore, in which case you need to interpret. It's really a toss-up. 50-50 chance? Maybe. It also means that I have to pay attention to what I'm doing. Just, you know, it's a trick in and of itself, really. But that's alright, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. I wonder how many pristine ones I'll accidentally make before I manage to get the 5 of the regular forged ones that I actually need. So far, I feel like I'm doing relatively well at it, all things considered. 3 out of 4 of the things that I've made fit the bill, so. It seems like we've got a little bit of strange activities regarding the internet again today. It's a shame, really. I don't need dress window open. It occurs to me. So I only have 1 more to make to the 3rd bar, not the 4th bar. If we go to the 4th bar, we don't get credit for it. But if we stop at the 3rd one, good to go. Can we do it? Oh my gosh, we did. Amazing. Amazing. I need to give Brianna the 10 bars, 5 10 spikes. 5 10 spikes and 10 pieces of gold. Cool. That's interesting. Stone spikes. What are we talking about? Did I? Let's see. I don't remember that. Maybe was that something that I needed to hunt for? We need supplies for Brianna. Well, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, but I tell you what I am going to do is pick up 10 pieces of coal just in case that's something I need to have with me when I go see her. So we hit shift and you can choose how many whenever you're trying to get a certain number of any item from any location, really. You can press shift as you click it and you will be able to select how many of that item you want to move around, withdraw, whatever you do. In a similar fashion, if you're trading with someone and for whatever reason you don't want to drag and drop items into the trade window, then you can hit the Alt key while you click the item and it will pop it into the trade window. So, just a little useful tip. I'm also interested in this whole scoose thing because my understanding is that it's pronounced scouse for the soup, or the stew rather, and that the Liverpoolians are called scousers. But it's extra interesting if it comes from the Scandinavian word scoose, because I think that's just pronounced scoose, right? So, I suppose it evolved to being called scouse after it changed. I don't know. I see that apparently there's an ad break in progress for those who are not subscribers. I have failed to give a warning at any appropriate amount of time here. Looks like it's just me, Paul, and Calthea in at the moment. Ooh, barren sky. Wow. Good times. Good times. I feel like Gren Styles is like a level 60s zone. They're level 58 and 59. So I think they're in there a little earlier than, the recommended. And I wonder how many quests they can get there. It's a bit spicy, this is a bet. Bet it is. Okay, so they can pick them up. That's good. I really wasn't sure. She says also this zone is just us and 25 bots. I like to hope that that's an exaggeration. Just out of curiosity, let's see who else in Antonica. 21 players, including a couple level 70s. I wonder what they're up to. I wonder if they're doing like the teachings of Lily or something like that, or if they're just flying through. Oh, let's check here. So there were 21 in Antonica, and we've got 26 here in Thundering Steppes. I saw earlier this morning that there were 2 instances of sinking sands, implying that there's a decent number of boats running around there.
Well met.
We're going to head over to Thundermist Village and see about turning into Brianna. And again, I don't know, I don't have the 10 spikes. And I don't recall 5 10 spikes, sorry. I don't recall how I get the 10 spikes, so we're just gonna go talk to her and see what happens. Oh, Mr. Jelly says, the city at the time, 92 degrees, is still a huge mixing pot. Mix of Irish, Welsh, Scottish, and traditional Lancastrian accent blending into one. Do I have any plans today? Let's see. My plan currently is to go turn into Brianna, which is, it's an exciting plan. I don't have anything specific in mind, though. Just kind of running around and getting some things done. And since I don't really know exactly how long I'll be playing right now, I figure I'll just, mess around and not get too excited. But if anybody's up for doing things, I'll definitely come along for the things. So, Now here's Brianna.
Hail to ye!
She says, well, do you have the supplies? I say, yes, right here. She says, good. Just look what they will do. Where is your receipt? Now, of note, she did not take the coal. And the quest said that I needed the coal, but I don't know that I actually did. I really feel that those instructions were from the way it used to be back when there were sub-combines in the game. My quest journal did not say anything about the spikes or the coal until it said that I needed to return to her with them. So I think that the spikes were one of the things that you used to be able to make as a component. And the fact that it said that, and the fact that you didn't need the pristine, you needed to get the 3rd bar, not the 4th. I'm pretty sure indicates that was just leftover stuff from way back then. As to Liverpool being a mixing pot, I think that's pretty normal for port towns, right? Because people would be coming in and out, and of course they're sailors and doing the sailor things, and so you end up with a wide variety of everything going on in port towns. It's kind of like military towns have a certain things in common, I'll say, as well. Like anywhere where there's a military base, you get the same. It's a different vibe, but they all have similarities in the same way that port towns all have similarities. And the more heavily frequented the port is, the more, as you say, mixing pot the town is. Thought I'd go ahead and get this griffin because I think that I need to kill griffins for some quest. I don't really recall the details. I think it was just vaguely kill griffins for some quest. Indeed. Aren't griffins? Oh, cool. You need it. Huh. Well, there you go. You need it for both things. In which case, it looks like one of them is specifically mighty griffins that I need. So, it makes sense to go for those and knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Ah. Oh man. I amuse me daily. Oh, I should probably also put my charms back on. It's okay, I can do that while I'm healing up again in a moment. Good news, I got better at parry, 186 out of 195. I definitely do appreciate having the extra sneak from the AA. It has been extremely useful. Almost forgot to equip my adventuring gear. So look at that, success has been had upon this day. Now the majestic griffin is the placeholder for blood talent. But I'm not going to kill it right now. Because I need the mighty griffins and not the majestic one. So yeah, I don't have any particular plans for Mr. Jelly. How about you? I'm kind of waiting to see if this magic tournament fires off. If so, it'll happen at 2. And if it is in fact a draft, then I'll definitely be playing that. There's that majestic one again. But I'm only interested in the mighty ones. For those of you who don't know, you may have heard me talking recently about the barrel not being on the beach over on the west side of this zone. But that has been fixed. So you can now find the broken barrel from sea to sea, which is the quest from Parmigiana in Kinos Harbor. So you can once more find it upon the beach in all its broken glory. Miss Jelly needs general patrol for Return to Light. Oh man, so you did not get your goal accomplished last night. What level are you now for that? $24. All right, and is that the Shadow Knight? 24. At 24, you're probably going to need at least 3 more people besides yourself to get that one done. Let's see, while we're in the area, if there are any sharpshooters hanging around over here. I think I still need some of those. There are some up. Maybe I got them, but I feel like I might still need some. Let's see here. Maybe not. Oh, maybe not. I still need some, brains. I still need some brains every day of the week. I've forgotten what I was doing. Ah, I know what I was doing. What I was in the middle of saying. I need some young antelope still. Yeah, at the moment I'm just going along and seeing if I can clear out some of these quests or at least get some updates on some of the quests as I'm hopping along here. And halfway considering going over to Freeport, updating my Reaching Blade quest, and then checking to see if I'm high enough to get the Stein of Morgoth yet. I feel like I might be, but I may not be. I may need to be level 40 before I can take that up. I'm not certain. Looks like an ad is beginning in about 53 seconds. For the non-subscriber viewers here. So I was just learning about the Prime subscription thing yesterday, and so Esloha was telling me that that if you're a member of Amazon Prime, you get 1 free subscription to a Twitch channel per month, and I think that's really cool. I use Amazon Prime, and I feel like I don't utilize all the cool aspects of it that are available. But I think that even with, as little as I end up using of it, that I definitely get more than my money's worth from it. It's like, just the free shipping by itself. I order enough from Prime. I can use their subscribe and save thing, which is awesome because you can get stuff, just basic household things on subscription and end up paying less for it if you're careful. And obviously you want to make sure that it's at least as good of a deal as you can get in the store. But like, it gets delivered to your house. You don't have to go to the store to get things like toilet paper or paper towels or something like that, or even like aluminum foil. So it's pretty cool. And then have the extra perks. If you wanted to watch the TV service, you could do that. If you wanted to like listen to music, you could do that. And now I find that you can also subscribe to Twitch channels. That's just awesome. And I'm sure that there's more. I know that you can check out a book every month. You can check out a book to read, like a library, except, it's Amazon. Very cool. I think it's one of those programs that not enough people are aware of all the details of. And certainly, like I said, I wasn't, because I didn't even know about this until just the other day. I learned about the existence of, like, Prime subscribers on Twitch. So, like, yeah, new thing for me. Pretty neat. I'm assuming it's the same as a tier 1 subscription, but I really don't know. I don't know enough about it to say. Regardless, seems neat. Still haven't seen any of those young antelopes on track. I need clay crawlers and living clays for passage to the olive egg. And those are going to be inside Ruins of soon. Passage to Zeg is it used to be the access quest to Zeg. It's the one that's from Engineer Zimix Wobblecong on Thundering Steppes docks. Inside the building, right beside where the Minder is. And I don't know really what the reward for doing it these days is. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, you know what? It's going to be on my expression right now. Step, probably. So let's see here. The reward is 96 silver and 67 copper, which is a pretty meager reward, especially how long the quest line is. But, it's just always been kind of a fun thing for me to do the quests as I go along. I feel like, it's a much more engaging way to play than just going and, doing the dungeon crawl thing. Not really into the, killing things in dungeons for the sake of doing it. I feel like there needs to be some sort of purpose, or at least, like, even if it's just that you're hanging out with your friends and, chatting and etc. like that, right? Tish Tickers needs her update now. See if I want to grab anything else over in this area. I don't really think I do. Uh-oh. Looks like I need mature antelopes as well. Interesting. In which case, I'm going to just change this to say antelope. That way, anytime an antelope appears, I can check and see, because I need mature ones and young ones. Now, mature antelope are also needed for dwarven work boots if you're on that quest. It's part of the last step of that. But I'm not I've already done that quest line. Unfortunately, I did not have the quest at that time, which is a Farsi's requisition that it opens up to you after you have completed all of the Farsi's requisitions that are on the Thundering Steppes docks, and then the quest giver gives it to you. The taskmaster, I should say, gives it to you. I'm gonna hop over here to Tish Tickers and update that quest real fast. Should be fun. Hey, Vidox, how you doing? Alright, so Tish Tickers is over here. We'll run up this ladder. And we'll go up 2 steps, 2 floors, and there she is, Tish Tickers. Let's see what she has to say.
Good day.
She says, have you found everything yet? I say, yes, I have found all of your components. And she says, well done. Now you should be able to enter the Noah Cave on the hill to the south of this tower. You'll have to search around among the large stone pillars up there. The entrance is hidden in one of the pillars. Be careful going there. Some of the things they stole were very volatile. There's no telling what they might do with it. And I say, I'll be careful. I've helped Tish Tickers hunt down the gnolls and open the entrance to the Noah Cave. She mentioned that it was hidden among the large rocks on the hill to the south of the guard tower. Now to recover her stolen magical equipment. No, I don't know that I have a quest to go in there. And so I don't really see any need to do so at this time. It would not be, it wouldn't be green to me or anything. So I don't think I'm going to do that right now. Maybe when someone lower level is on that we want to go do something, we may go do that. But the Noah Cave is right there. But yeah, I don't see any reason to hop into that right now. You see this? A hidden entrance. But I will run through here and kind of look for Antelope on track. And now I also need to go back to the zone entrance by Thundering Steppes so that I can turn in this, basically the mail from Brianna. Because certainly I want to get that done and stop having little dogs attack me. In fact, realistically, I think they stop attacking you after you deliver the package successfully to Brianna.
Well met.
We're going to go to Antonica Station. Hey, EverQuest 2, how you doing this morning? And I say morning, and at this point it's actually afternoon. It just kind of feels like morning for some reason. Oh, excellent. How are your Shadow Knights faring? Exactly. That's alright, I'm stuck in Nectarless Forest and in Thundering Steppes like eternally, I think. There's just so many quests here. It's I really like all of the quests that you get to do in this game, and it's like this first like Shattered Seas area is great for getting stuck doing a billion quests. Like at this level of the game, with this time period of the game, just looking at my completeds, so I've done 73 quests in Antonica that I've completed, and then the ones that I've finished in Thundering Steppes, 46, and I currently have 12 more that I'm working on. It's just wonderful to have that many. Let's talk to Jacques.
Greetings.
He says, welcome back. Have you completed your delivery yet? And I say, I have Brianna's receipt. He says, there is Brianna's receipt. Thank you. Here is your payment for today's work. And I say, okay. I find that Jacques talks a little awkwardly, and I wonder if perhaps English is not his first language. We're going to try again. Jacques.
Salutations.
He says, great. I have one final letter for you to deliver, if you would. And I say, sure. He says, this letter needs to go out to Deputy Nettlebrine in the Enchanted Lands. I would take it myself, but after my last trip on a boat, I think it's best that I don't. And I say, okay, I will do it for you then. So, there we go. Deputy Nettlebrine. I don't really want to do that one yet, because if I do, that's going to open up the quest line there, and I will be enticed, you know? I'll be prone to saying yes, I'll take everything. EverQuest 2 says, I've been trying to do all of the base quests for over a year on my love server character, and still haven't touched Spirit, Everfrost, or Lava Storm. Yeah, that sounds correct. There are just so many. And there are more on live than there are on this server, because, you start getting the quests like the signature quests that came out a little later. And that's a good number. Just they're long and run you all over the place. So I get it. I appreciate all of the expertise on Period. I feel like that myself. It's like I always have a moment where I'm like, how many R's are there? How many T's are there? But adding extra never hurt anybody. Just ask the French, Throw some extra letters on. Don't pronounce them. It'll be fine. Keeps things exciting. I think I'm going to hesitate on picking up more of that region, but I don't know. Maybe I should go check. It's, one of those deals. Do I or don't? Can't get it wrong if I'm trying to get it wrong. If it's wrong, it's doing right. Valid. As long as you just add too many of everything, then everyone knows that you're just joking, right? Put that in quotes. And yet you have now avoided any degree of correction. Because if someone tries to correct you, then they look silly, right? It's a neat psychological trick. I like it. I still have plenty of room in my bags at the moment, and that's unlike me. It's tempting to go try the teleporter. I don't know. I mean, I have room in my journal, that's an unusual thing, and room in my bags simultaneously. All signs are pointing toward doing it. And of all the antelopes to appear on track, we get a fledgling one. One of the few things I don't need in the way of antelopes. Here we go. Oh no, that's pledging. That's alright. There's a young one around here somewhere. You can't hide from me. Oh, you're on a 10-stream watch streak. EverQuest, that's awesome. We gotta quit meeting like this. No, you know what? It's okay. You're not the only one. Alright, we got the Gren Styles update over here. Oh, you got a little bonus there. It says plus 450 Copernicus coins. Now, here's a question for you. From a viewer's side of things, What are the fraternity coins used for? Like, what kind of cool stuff can you get? Other than, like, custom things that I can make. Let's see what old Gren Styles has to say.
Ah, so you got the bones, have you? Fantastic. These'll grind up nicely. As promised, here's some coin for your efforts. See how simple this is? How about joining me in the venture, eh? Your brawn and my brains. We can make a fortune recycling old bones. What do you say?
No thanks, I'm not ready to settle down. Especially for some old bones. And I accept it, but see, I say that, and now here I am, back.
Hey, don't miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
What kind of opportunity?
Why, in farming, of course. Lots of opportunity to grow in the farming industry. Get it? Grow farming? Oh, never mind. On any note, I've made a bundle selling fertilizer to the farmers in the steppes. I'm looking for a business partner. No investment required. You'd be silly to pass up this opportunity.
If the price is right.
Oh, the price is right, my friend. It's free, and I'll even pay you for your work. I need a variety of bones. Some antelope, huntress, and siren bones for a sort of surf and turf fertilizer. The steppes abound with these creatures. Think of this as recycling. We're helping the environment, eh?
Alright, I'll do that. Alright, let's see there. I'm not sure. It looks like some kind of work chemical. So I think that's a custom thing, though. Like, I get to choose that kind of thing. But I think there's something else you can do with the coins. I just don't really know what, you know? It's a little vague for me. I went to the page, and it's like, you can make custom coin image, right? So I was like, well, that'll be fun. You know, I'll have my own little custom coin. I like it. Highlighted messages, says Mr. Jelly. Okay, cool. Highlight my message. So, alright, so that would make your message stand out in case, like if there was a lot of activity in the channel. Exactly when I ignore you guys. Right, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Now, I wonder then if you can make like any dings or anything happen so that it'll make a auditory notification that, hey, someone is talking to you. Looking for more general drill. PST. Nice. Very nice. Well, nobody has shown up yet for the tournament, so I would be willing to help with general drill if you're doing it anytime soon, for sure. But that is a neat thing. I mean, imagine if you could do that in EverQuest 2 and how crazy the channels would look with everybody saying, you know, buy your gold here. Come get a chrono. It'd be rough. It's like in Star Wars Galaxy, there was a place, I think it was like on Mos Eisley, and it was like spam bots all over the place just yelling about people's wares. But I do think it would be cool if I could figure out how to set up some sort of auditory notification about, you know, when people write something in the chat. Would have been even more useful when I was using my phone as my chat, basically as a second monitor to be able to see the chat going on. There's Grim Feather. I'll warn the world about that real quick. Now, see, you've mentioned the general droll thing a couple of times, but what I don't see is anything about it in the looking for group chat or in general or anywhere. So I feel like you're not utilizing all your resources here, Mr. Jelly. Been spamming looking for group. Characters start. Man. Alright, let's see here. Any draw. Man, how did I miss that? I mean, I see it now. Need heals. Ah, heals, schmeals. Who needs them? And in that case, I will head in the general direction of common lands. I make no promises, because again, if people end up showing up in the next 15 minutes or so, I will be doing a magic tournament as mentioned. So it sort of depends, but I will head that way. I need to go up the Freeport anyway. Exactly. So you already have you and 3 other people, then. It's not bad. Really, I mean, is it just, like, do you not have any healer at all? And you don't necessarily need to have a healer if you have a good illusionist.
Well met.
Illusionist, higher level necro, and conjure Rum Dum. I mean, okay, so the strategy there would then be it's a little trickier because the conjurer and necro could certainly do a lot of AoEing and try to knock stuff down fast, but the advantage with the illusionist is obviously the mezzes, and so you would want to probably, if you don't have a healer, the illusionist could keep the group mezzed and just concentrate on that, while the necro and conjurer could, if they're very good with their control, obviously target the same target as you are, and single target burn each one of them down. The trouble, okay, so you should have hearts if you've got a necro, and shards from the conjurer for power. So I mean, it might be doable. I think it could be doable like that. That may be the way to be able to keep your power going. Because I assume you're on your Shadow Knight, right? Oh, well, yeah, I mean, a Shadow Knight always loves a healer, right? Any tank loves a healer, but I think it would be possible without a healer. We've got 4 people. Level 20 is low, and the biggest issue would be, do they have at least an adept 3 of their group mez and their single targets, because they're gonna want to be, you know, gonna absolutely have to keep them mezzed, and that would be all they're doing, is just keeping the group mezzed. So if they don't have a mez that's pretty decently ranked, then they're going to get resisted by some of those guys at level 20. And that would be a shame. No, I'm not. I feel tempted every single time to talk to this dude on the docks here, but I know he's gonna send me on the boat. See what I have here real quick. Yeah, nothing I want to mess with for sure. So off toward the common man's station it is.
I greet you.
I mean, the other option that you guys could try, like I said, is just the AoE, try to burn them down before they kill you all. But the problem is going to be you're a Shadow Knight, so keeping aggro in the huge mobs that are there long enough for them not to get killed if they get, you know, they're hitting hard with their AoEs. If they all be focused on that. Now the illusionist has a bunch of things that stun, so that's helpful. But I would say it's more risky, and you're using, I don't know. I'm going to check in a moment and see how the crowd is looking for this upcoming tournament real quick. Alright. Currently in common lands, and let's see. Oh no. So you have 5 of 6, but you don't have a healer yet. Unfortunate. Okay, it looks like there are 4. Oh no, it's not a draft today, it's standard. That's a shame. Do I want to do a standard draft? That's the question. I think that I have a standard deck. I'll wait to decide on that. In the meanwhile, then, I may hop over to Freeport. And see about getting this update. So there's a level 22 mystic on right now. Named Benu, Bennu, which, you know, you might send him a tell and say, hey, you want to do this? Might get lucky.
Greetings.
Just filled the group with 56. That works. All right, cool, cool. You did Falling Gate with Benu earlier. Cool. Yeah, that ought to be easy pickings there with a mystic and a full group. That'll be no problem. So I just noticed, I was talking about those Copernicus coin things earlier, and I just noticed that it shows that I have infinity. It's got a little infinity symbol beside the icon. So maybe I can see. Oh, how interesting. Okay. Okay, cool. And I now see what options are available. Hey. Let's see here. How do we get... I don't think I'm in the right zone for this. I think I needed to go down... I think I need to go to the ruins, don't I? To get to the shores. I think so. I wonder if I could go in to Long Shadow Owl. I could definitely go to Sunken City. Let's just try things and see what happens. Let's see what kind of guides we got. Oh, nice. Huge way right there. Right. So I need to go over to, I think the Stein of Margaret is the east Freeport, and I think that the reaching blade is in west Freeport. So let's go to west first. Let's see if I can get this update. I can't remember if this is correct or not. That level 66 guard isn't very nice at all. Let's see that. None of those things are really good. I think I need to go. Yeah, okay, it's blinking on my map. That's a sign. And it's visually on my screen as a book as well. Doing really well. Super observant. Level 70 of it is also not, he's not gorgeous. He doesn't make me happy. I have some distant thought that he might see through invis. Let's see. Let's do a little reconnaissance. Guards everywhere. And if we get past him, we have another one right there. I think perhaps with fear and trepidation, I mount the steps to the second floor. Alright, success. Kriegelbob, yep.
Looking for someone?
An assassin.
Shouldn't be hard to find in this town.
Not looking to hire one for work, looking to find a specific one.
Oh, well, I wouldn't recommend looking like you are now. You're liable to attract attention like my brother did.
Your brother Lilith?
Yes, that's him. I haven't seen him for a while now. I think the guy who went after him finally managed to off him.
No, not yet anyway.
Oh, really? That's great. Well, not too much better. I hope he didn't run off to Kinos. That's where the assassin went to look for Lila.
Great, thanks for the information.
Sure thing. I'm just sorry I didn't nail the guy myself. He was just such a brute.
No problem. Thanks. Alright. We have successfully not died yet. I feel like that was a good start. Now I can just jump off of here. And perhaps move to tell the tale. This invis is pretty completely useless under these conditions, but it makes me feel a little safer. Heart of hearts, I'm thrilled with it.
I'm going to enjoy watching the militia slit your throat.
Alright, now I think where I need to get is over here into this area on the docks, as I recall. And the thing is that I don't know if I'm going to actually have a quest to pick up there or not, because the dude you pick it up from is like this ogre hanging out in, maybe this building or that building. This is Seafarer's Roost, yes. Okay, so this is going to be it. And he is right there. Excellent. What's interesting is, I wasn't sure if I was high enough. I kind of felt like you can pick it up at level 38. And that might be right. But, I wasn't sure. So let's see. We talked to Rum Dum.
Right.
He says, what insect do you want? Can't you see I'm drinking here? And I say, well, I suppose you are getting some of it in your mouth. I'll leave you to your drinking. That's what one option is. I'm not going to go with that one. I'm going to go with, yes, I can see that. And smell it. He says, you calling me smelly? Nobody calls Rum Dum clerk smelly. And I say, easy, good guy. How about I buy you a drink? He says, yeah, a drink. That sounds good. I need a drink. This one's almost empty. And I say, bartender, bring Rum Dum here, a 4 silver ale. He says, ooh, the good stuff. You're a good kid. Yeah, good kid. Stein has a crack. Getting ale everywhere. I say, I think the problem is the ale staying in your mouth. He says, let me tell you something. They just don't make steins like they used to. My greatest grandpappy had a stein. It was magical. I said, really? Tell me about this stein. He says, oh, yeah, I'd have the best drinks. Ogre Swill, Flaming Clerk. Oh, Flaming Clerk, now there's a drink. Burns your belly and freezes your eyeballs. I remember my first Flaming Clerk. I was 5 years old, and I say, bartender, another 4 silver ale here. All about the stein. He says, ale. Wow, yeah, magic stein. It was called the Stein of Mofog, or Mopog, Mogok. That's it, the Stein of Mogok. Too bad that stein is gone now. It was supposed to make you smarter or something. I say, what happened to the Stein of Mogok? He says, Froglog. Let me tell you something about them froglogs. Them froggies are only good for squishing. I remember the first time I squished a froglog. I was 5 years old. And I say, bartender, you need another 4 silver ale here. He says, ale. Where was I? Oh yeah, the stein. If it weren't for those dumb bouncers fighting over whose turn it was to use it for drinking, it might still be around. Now it's all in pieces. What you gonna do with pieces of a stein? You can't put no ale in it. It would just fall out on the floor. I say, who has the pieces? He says, duh, the bouncers have them. They was the stubborn type, each keeping a piece so no one could fix the thing. They even carried the pieces with them when they went back on duty. I say, duty? So they were in the ogre militia? He says, militia? Let me tell you something about the Freeport militia. I didn't need them, they needed me. Okay? Just because I came to work with a little ale on my breath. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, 10 times. They kicked me out. I've been smashing froggies since I was 5 years old, and I say, bartender, another 4 silver round for Rum Dum. He says, ale. Where was I? I say, you were talking about the bouncers. Where are they now? He says, I suppose they're still in the Ferret doing their duty. Or they're dead. It's been a really long time. He's probably dead, but you never know these days. People just don't want to stay dead. Let me tell you something about the undead. I say, I've heard all I need to know for now. See you later, big guy. Alright, so now we have the Stein of Mogok and our update for the reaching date of the assassin. All is well. We even made it in without too much terrible trouble and out. Well, I say and out. What I mean is, I wonder if my call is up. It is. Amazing. I'll use it. It'll be great. The bouncers in question are these ghost guys running around in fear. They are in fact dead, but as Rum Dum has so accurately predicted, they did not stay dead, per se. Kind of weird that a ghost would still have a piece of something physical. upon its incorporeal body. But, well, you know, this is the way of things in the world of Norath, so he's only mostly dead, says Quad, and I think that's correct. In fact, he's getting better. But I will make sure he doesn't get better. We'll slay him once more until his next respawn. Actually, I ought to pop on into the tail toss while I'm here and dump some things in the depots before I go back out into the world. Yes, indeed, it is a quote from the movie The Princess Bride. It's also a quote from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which was the one I was playing on. And he's not quite dead, as a matter of fact. The only mostly dead is you're right, Princess Bride. Yes. Yeah, see, my nerd knowledge is decent. Alright. Sort these bags out a little. And happy Saturday to you as well, Quad. What are you up to today? I ought to drop this broken crate and see the bank while I'm at it.
Please tell me you're not trying to get a loan with livestock collateral.
Making some chickens, stir-fried rice, and preparing to jump on the EQ2 to develop my ranger challenge. New to the game, but I've always wanted to play it since launch. That is quite a while to want to play it, though. You've been putting this one off a while, huh? Life does get in the way sometimes, you know. So what server are you planning to play on, Quad? Mod's Duel, yeah, alright. I have my main characters on Mod's Duel. Came from Lucan originally, and then it served with another merger. I believe kept the name Lucan at that point, Lucan Delir, and then merged again and became part of Mod's Duel.
Hello.
Should have checked while I was at the bank to see if they've updated or fixed this Windrush Dagger quest so that it would update, but did not do that. Alright, so my lowest level completable quest right now is Defense of Thundermist Village, which is your repeatable, obviously Thundermist Village. But I guess I can head that way and start on that. Oh, I see that Gargrim logged in a little bit ago, and he didn't even say hi. And he's AFK. So I had put the commas in different places than I think we intended. There for a minute I read it as career couple. Then I read like career couple marriages for boys. It's like, something about that is a little off. Like couple and marriages, it makes some sense. But then I finally got there. We got career couple marriages for boys. Got there. Look, there's Caricum. Life does, in fact, happen. And that's a great thing, you know. It's a little bit more important than doing some gaming. Alright, card says, I noticed for the first time that all my packs were full last night. That also happens. I'm only about 6 hours into the game. Yeah, unfortunately, that's one of the first things you gotta focus on is getting your bags upgraded. That and the broker containers. Very important to get those upgraded as large as possible, as quick as possible. So I found a merchant sold everything that did not look important. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was about to tell you. Some things may not look important and are important. So I opened up my quest log and noticed a bunch of them, and it probably had appeared because those request items had not turned in. It's a tough time, man. That's why I'm hesitant to get rid of things, because there are some things that you wouldn't realize are related to something else, and then you end up selling it for a few copper, only to discover that, oh hey, now I'm gonna have to do something crazy to get it back. Later in the game, there's this guy who's put into the Isle of Mora, and you can go talk to him. I don't know if he's there right now because I didn't explore Isle of Mora enough, the village of Shen specifically. But they added him in at some point.
Well met.
And it was like you could go to him if you had accidentally deleted something that was important, and get it back. Cannot remember the guy's name, but I can check at some point and see if he's there. Maybe now's the time. I'm flying nearby, and I don't have anything major on the agenda. So to get over to the Isle of Mara, you go to Net Forest Docks, and there's a bell that takes you over there. I won't be able to get any quests there yet, because I'm not high enough level in either my adventuring or my craft. Checking the Minder, because it's always a good idea to check with the Minder. Didn't see that there was an ad break coming up, but it looks like we have one going for those who are among the subscribers. Looks like they're about 90-second ads. This one here, Captain Ingrid, will be for when you get your crafting level up. I want to say it starts at level 50, but I'm not 100% sure. So I don't think the guy is here. I think he would be right over here. The one who you can go to if you have lost items that were ended up being important, or if we've accidentally sold them. Let me see if it's even marked on the list here. Yeah. Okay, so Gerald restores missing quest meals. Yeah. Okay. So that's looks like it's only for the males. Don't recall. Could be right. Oh, Mr. Jelly, congrats on the Lightstone. It's a very, very nice piece at your level. Yeah, it sounded like you had a pretty solid group together there. At this point, I have so few quests in my journal that I can checkmark pretty much all of them. No sense in checkmarking those, though. Need to go check on those. Well, you know what? I don't need the sharpshooters anymore. That's right. Don't want to do a little Harvey Lost yet. I think I'd rather do that in group. Welcome back from the ad squad. Let's see here. Always nice to get help. Yeah, that doesn't hurt. People willing to mentor, to help with things like that are very, very cool of them to do. So I think, let's see, I'll head over toward the Griffin Fields with Antelope on track. I also want to cover to kill those pirates. Same fledgling antelope is tantalizing over here. I think that Cauldron Holler is an epic by 2 zone on this server. I haven't walked in there yet, but I think it is. Ah, I'm sure Antelope, how exciting. I also need specifically majestic griffin, or no, not majestic, mighty griffins. And this one here is going to be for the Highland Lannis builds. You know what? It just occurred to me I don't even need the young griffins anymore. I mean the young antelope. I only need the mature ones. Definitely need to go check on upgrading some of these spells here soon too. I ended up getting, you know, I think like 3 levels over in Obelisk, or people keep saying Obelisk, while really in my mind, but Obelisk of Lost Souls the other day. And so I was already a little bit behind in getting my upgraded spells. And then it's just like, yeah, now I really need to focus on that sometime soon. Slowly but surely getting my parry up, which is always helpful. I was asking if that's the apricot time note. Not forest by the beach. Glad you said you've been playing for about 6 hours so far. How's it going? Like, what level are you at right now? On you said you're a ranger? believe you had indicated you were gonna go start these boots were made for. One sec. Look. I guess it would be probably last night your time. Did you get that one started or not so much? Not the problem getting to fall. There's an aggro 25 triplet guard. Yeah, there is. That's true. Are you able to, let's see, your Shadow Knight. Do you have any kind of like invis totems or anything? I can help you get that upgrade when you get a chance. I can just aggro him and run him off before you get it. Okay, yeah, if you're, because I don't know if he's through, but I don't think. Don't know. If he sees through those or not. And there's another thing you can try, which is to target him from outside and distantly, or go around. So basically, you want to go around behind the building where he's standing, and you can do /target wall, and then press your H to hail him from the back of the building.
So you got the bones, have you? Fantastic. These'll grind up nicely. As promised, here's some coin for your efforts. See how simple this is? How about joining me in the venture, eh? Your brawn and my brains. We can make a fortune recycling old bones. What do you say?
No thanks, I'm not ready to settle down, especially for some more bones. So accept, and then I'll pick that up again.
Boy, and farming, of course. Lots of opportunity to grow in the farming industry. Get it? Grow farming? Oh, never mind. On any note, I've made a bundle selling fertilizer to the farmers in the steppes. I'm looking for a business partner. No investment required. You'd be silly to pass up this opportunity.
If the price is right.
Oh, the price is right, my friend. It's free, and I'll even pay you for your work. I need a variety of bones. Some antelope, huntress, and siren bones for a sort of surf and turf fertilizer. The steppes abound with these creatures. Think of this as recycling. We're helping the environment, eh?
Alright, I'll be back. He's wanting how to mine this bones again. If I run across any on my while grabbing, but not particularly after them per se. I mean, repeatables are fun and all, but not really a necessity. Ad starts in 53 seconds, just to warn those of you that are not subscribers. I want to head in the general direction of the pirates, I think. Oh, throw myself on crazy top. I could spawn more of the mighty griffins by killing off the regular griffins if I wanted to. But I'm not really in that big of a hurry, so just thought I'd grab them if I saw some while I was running through. All of the giants are going to show up. I think I'm going to knock this one off so that I only see feathers on the Goliaths. Makes life a little bit easier, and that way you can, you control where the feathers show up, because there's no sense in everything having a feather if there's certain ones that you need, and for a different quest, you may as well get a 2-for-1 update. Here's the pirates that we need. Oh, look, mature antelopes are hanging out too. Very cool. Skeletons and a giant to boot. Now, where are the mature antelopes we want? Probably over there, which is definitely over there, because it's got it showing on my on the track. Like Cold Tooth is up. He seems to be up pretty often. I love people know. And there we have mature antelope number 2, who was showing on track. And we'll see what we got left after that. No. The pirates. I said skeletons a minute ago. It's the pirates that I was trying to talk about. I only need one more of them for that quest. I have recop of about 7 minutes, so I do need some Dead River Knights, and they should be over this direction too. I know that Ron had been wanting to do some more of Obelisk of Lost Souls soon. I may do some of that today. I'm not sure. Kind of just depends. Who shows up at the shop today, and whether I need to get off or not.
Your blood calls to me.
It's a death boon knot, which is not what I need. However, I can pop over here and check on some more antelopes. The Cove of Decay is right down there too. Now if you look, it's right there. You could actually see the door from where we were a minute ago. You know, I haven't been in this tile yet. I don't remember there being anything beyond that. I think there was an update early on in this tier. Yeah. Nothing too exciting. No luck on antelopes thus far. Thinking that possibly by the time I get back in the area where the giants are, or not the giants, the pirates spawn, they may be back up by then. It's funny that I need these fire Goliaths still, after throwing as many as we did the other day over in this Giant's Forge area. Let's see how many more of them I actually need. Oh man, still need 7 of them. Could kill them now. There we go. Pirates. And of course, Drenna's victim. I don't want to kill Drenna though. I'm just going to kill one of the pirates and then run off the rest. Alright, now I need to confront Drenna into a cyber. I'd like to find some antelope around the way, so come this way and head over to Thundermist Village. It's a scenic route, and theoretically, maybe there'll be an antelope along the way, or 2. That'd be nice. I only need 3 more to finish this Farsee's requisition, so. With a few more lionesses. There's another night griffin up over there. That's good. I'll grab that as I come through. Put down the left of those that I need. And that was all of the mighty griffins that are up on track at the moment. Or not on track, but just in this in the fields at the moment. Looks like the dead river gnats and the mighty griffins are for the class armor quest. Not really necessary in the slightest, but still a fun one too. Let's see, I suppose we're going to fly on over to southeast down and look to see what kind of antelopes we've got running around.
Hello.
And there will also be lionesses to get. I think it's interesting that the Highland lion cubs count as Highland lionesses. It's like they're all female. Every Highland lion cub. It's interesting. One more of those guys, and we'll have all of those. And that's for the recycling quest, so that is Gren Styles over in Thundermist Village for that one. that does that one. We'd like to get some of these mature antelopes out of the way. I'm gonna have to run over here and see. And then I think I'm gonna have to take a break for a little bit and get some things done. But I'm gonna make this run and check around for any wooded antelope. Doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I do see a shiny though, which is, you know, always grand. Very glad that I no longer have to find this red ants. Oh, that strapped red ant right there. I don't need it anymore. How funny. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna take off for a little bit. I'll probably be back. I'll probably be back within an hour, but I can't make any promises, so we'll see. Hopefully so. It was a pleasure streaming with you guys and chatting with you. I will be back later. If you're not following me yet, be sure to follow so you can turn on notifications and see when I'm live. Goodbye for now.